How good and how pleasant it is to be amongst good people, good brethren, as the scripts say. Welcome. Welcome and good afternoon. Come on, this is not a dead event. This is a live event. Okay, at this time, we're going to have Corey Fleming to come up and give us a welcome address. Corey Fleming, please come up. The new director, let's give him a hand.
Good afternoon. Madam Mayor Janie Warren, Council President Ruby Cotton, Patterson Library Board of Directors, and all of our distinguished guests, we welcome you. We're delighted to have you here to participate and share the celebration of Martin Luther King's 50th anniversary. Thank you for coming. Thank the many people that traveled long distances, which serves us as a reminder of the important work that we do. Our mission here at Patterson Free Public Library is to open doors to ideas, discovery, knowledge, and experience to help people realize their dreams. We are committed to providing quality library service and being an information gateway and a community hub where our residents, young and old, can be introduced to the world beyond. We are committed to doing so through innovative programming, community partnerships, and having dedicated staff to help you with your research, pick out the latest books to read, job and career preparation, adult education, and more. We are honored to have Congressman William Pascrell, Mayor Jane E. Williams Warren, Council President Ruby Cotton, former Mayor Kramer, and Rabbi Israel Dresner as our guest speaker with us here today. Thanks to Jimmy Richardson and your team for planning such a wonderful event and also choosing Patterson Free Public Library as your location. Today, prepare yourself to be educated, excited, and inspired. And before I hand over the mic to Anthony Davis, I want to say once more, on behalf of the Library Board of Directors, the staff, and myself, welcome, and it's a pleasure for you to be here. Thank you.
And first of all, congratulations to the honorees.
Thank you.
To those that came out present today and took time on a busy Saturday and celebrate Black History Month. And before I read, I'm going to say this, and I said the other day in the council. One thing I'm happy that I was raised in New York in the Bronx, and the school system, since I was 5 years old, they taught me and they teach me Black History Month. And they used to put us against the wall to draw our face. I recall that because when Black History Month used to come in February, everyone was black. Okay? So that's good because I'm proud that my ancestors, people that was behind me. If you see my grandmother, just look like the mayor right now. Okay?
I might be.
And that's why I got your back. Every time I go, I got your back, Mayor. But I'm proud because if you look at my two stepsons that use this library, Kevin and Elvis Milford, they come here daily to this library. And one of them is an NJIT, studying engineering in power, creating power, nuclear power. So I'm happy because that's product of Patterson education. I'm proud of that. So don't look at me as white, look at me as black. If you can't see what color I am, look at my heart. That's here to serve everyone. And my council president say okay, and that's good. Whereas, I love her, you know. We're a good team, man. And we're gonna mess up with a tall guy, though. Just kidding. Whereas Talina, Lachelle, and forgive me if I sometimes I got a Puerto Rican accent. Talina Lachelle Queen, BA, MFA, DD, is a native Patterson, New Jersey, and gifted poet, passionate about history, Afro-American culture, and social justice. And whereas Mrs. Queen is a published author and numerous books and poems. Most notable, her thesis. Sorry, I had an accent when I was a kid with my thumb. That's why I cannot pronounce sometimes. 14, and has served as guest speaker in synopsis, arthologies, and biennials. And whereas Mrs. Queen received a K-8 teaching certification, middle level humanity endorsement from Washington State, and its founder, president of her best self, a nonprofit organization that fosters leadership in women, and is also martial artist and art lover, right? Let's go all the way down to the line. Now therefore, I'm a happy camper though. Now therefore, be it resolved by the Municipal Council of the City of Patterson that the Council honors Talina Lachelle Queen as 2018 Black History Month honoree and grant her the distinction as the first African American poet laureate, thank you for that, of the City of Patterson in honor of her distinguished career, many contribution, and achievement. Congratulations, congratulations, I'm proud of you. This is part of that.
So Talina has the flu. And I told her, stay her behind in that bed. It worked when she was 4. It worked when she was 14. And we pretty close, so that's as far as we're going. But she has made me.
All right.
So very proud. I work with developmentally intellectual persons, so I am not always free. As a matter of fact, I've been at work since Thursday, and I got home to come here today because whenever these great things happen for her, I'm not available. Because people don't get well because it's a holiday. People don't get well because your baby had a special day. But I always let her know I'm always there. I will always be there. And I love you, and I'm so very proud of you. This is my other daughter. Oh, yeah. There you go. Mr. Richardson said I wasn't allowed to call him Mr. Richardson. But he called, and I have never met him before. And Mrs. Richardson, I fell in love with your husband. His energy, it was so powerful, and his passion for what he does was so powerful that I decided I'm going to offer him as much support as I possibly can. Please do remember where I work. He asked that we present this to Talina. His words were, she's praying and someone stood behind you praying. And we're praying for you. And we love you.
Thank you, everybody. My sister is the person I call when I want her to make a cookie display for a poetry reading or take me to the hospital. But she did the other day, and we spent some time in the ER, and I got some good Tamiflu and some other things, and I've been very careful not to breathe on you or cough on you. And I want to say thank you, since all of us checking on our partners. Thank you to my wonderful nurse, Casey, who made sure that I stayed in the bed, which I did until it was time to come here. So thank you all for that. I was asked to give a poem, and I have it for you. Do you want to hear it, please? Can I have my phone? Now, my mother was telling me, stay home. She already told you, If you are an artist, you are a very good listener, but not a very good follower. And so I was a very good listener, and I said, I'll meet you outside. And I was glad for the moments when her directions changed from stay in the house to I'm driving you. So this is Brown Girl, this is Whistling, and it's my mother's favorite. I don't know why this is happening. This is Brown Girl, and it sings a little bit. Now, y'all keep in mind that I'm a poet and not a singer, okay? But if you know the song, yeah, just come on in. This is Brown Girl. I am reading it today from the urbanrenaissancemedia.com, which is a product of our Kenneth McDaniel. So I thank him for publishing it. And it's in several other places. So I appreciate you a great deal because I left the house with my shoes and no poetry. All right, Brown Girl, you don't have to cry no more. No. Today, the eyes looking at you will judge you for the color of your heart, no matter the color of the eyes. Your grandmother and her grandmother knew nothing of the skin-free joy of your life. Every single walking step for them tested their spirit. They prayed that, this is the song, the precious Lord would take their hand and lead them on and let them stand. They were tired.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
They were weak sometimes.
Amen. Amen.
True. But they persevered, Brown Girl, for you. They prayed that someday their trial would end. Yes, you're still a babe now, not far removed from the suckle of your mother, but light years from the mulatto, nappy, colored, and second-class labels of your foremothers. Now, you're a girl, simply. Free to play, to dream, to sing, to inspire, to be whomever you decide. Brown Girl, you don't have to cry no more. No. You leave your eyes clear to see the ways through the fights of your generation. We have left much work for you to do. Leave your mind clear to find the ways that we did not know needed changing. Leave your heart free to soar beyond the stratosphere and discover worlds that we dared not dream about. Leave your anger alone. Replace it with the triumphs of a 2-century-year-old war that your foremothers fought for you to be free of tears. Brown Girl, you don't have to cry no more. No. You celebrate your skin, your hair, your hips, your waist, your backside. Hold your head up high and wear your smile wide. Let your eyes glisten. Brown Girl, you don't have to cry no more. No. Thank you. One more thing. In particular, I wanted to do that poem today because I know my mom's going to be here. And also because I think that our foremothers would be proud to stand here with Council President Ruby Cotton, who I love dearly, and our Mayor, Jane Williams-Warren. And I couldn't think of a better place for it to be and out in the world. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you.